And we get set for the perhaps the purest race of them all, the 25 freestyle. Swim to the other end as fast as you can, however you want to do it. Like we said on freestyle, basically the only way to get disqualified is to push off the bottom. In lane 2, that's Lily Knight from Pine Forest. In lane 3, Lillian Parks from Long Point. 4, Margaret Flannery from Pine Forest. And in 5, that's Chelsea Harmon from the Somerville Y. Meet record here is a 15.83 from Isa Jickling, set 2 years ago. Can't do math anymore, Tara. And the win there was Chelsea Harmon in lane number 5.
Nice swim, ladies. Please clear the pool. C2, step up.
So David and I both help with some summer teams. We'll keep those anonymous so we don't show preferential treatment.
Of course not.
But at this age, in this level, you really want to teach kids, make sure when they're diving in to hold that streamline. So arms overhead, lock hand over hand, and do some butterfly kicks.
I think there are, both of us over the years have told a lot of swimmers, streamline. You got to lock your thumb. If you just put your hands next to each other, that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, viewers at home may see many swimmers at this age, which is normal, do the number 11 over their head.
We don't want that.
Don't want that.
Superman is not a very streamlined swimmer, so we're not going to encourage his habits.
Just had a pause here from the starter.
We're getting some interesting comments about superheroes in the peanut gallery. We've asked the peanut gallery to keep quiet.
Degrees out.
Yeah, Amelia.
Well,
you know you're on top of it.
I was trying to think of some witty comeback. I've known Joe for most of his life, so I don't think I can really come up with something here.
Now's a good time while we're at this pause. The Park Shore Piranhas coach is led by Nick Renge. His mom, Brenda Renge, very involved with the CCAA and very helpful. They all have these piranha, that's their mascot, piranha tattoos on their leg. I don't know if they're real or fake.
They're insisting they're real. There's no way they're real.
Either, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gullible. They keep offering to show me their bank statement and their receipt.
Wait, you've heard that from more than one person? Joe offered to show me his bank statement. Good to know we're all on the same page here.
But if they are real, that is by far the most drastic team coaching unifying measure that it.
So way back when Joe, I believe, was 8 years old, he shaved PKS into his head. Sean Graber, who swam fly for Northbridge, has NBT shaved into his head too. It seemed, I wouldn't do it, but hey, team pride, right? Heat 2. Lucy Green from the Country Club in 1. Ella Nichols from Crowfield in 2. Mia Walker from Shyamalan in 3. Macy Vandenhoven from Fort Johnson is in 4. McLean Ware from Hobcaw in 5. And Tegan Heil from Long Point in 6.
Look out for that McLean Ware, 7 years old, and she literally 2 months ago, wasn't even legal in breaststroke. She is a fast learner.
Don't have to be legal in breaststroke to swim with that kind of freestyle. 20, we didn't get a time on lane 5, but she won the heat, McLean Ware. Drop of probably 2 seconds.
Freestyle.
Heat 3. Anna Schindelbecker from Crowfield is in lane 1. Kinsley Gibbs from Ashboro in 2. Olivia Cole from Shadowmoss in 3. Her teammate is Emmy Hanna in lane 4. Hannah Dillon from Fort Johnson in 5. And Lindsay Martin from Shyamalan in 6. Shadowmoss, certainly one of the most impressive swim teams here related to their seeds so far. And the 2 Shadowmoss swimmers will touch the wall first. 19.56 for your race winner, Olivia Cole. Huge drops in some of these swimmers so far. Heat 4, lane 1 is Sarah Borden from Dunes West. 2 is Cecilia Martin from Bell Hall. 3, Allie Brinkus from Dunes West. 4 is Avery Torek from Coosaw Creek. 5, that's Caroline Ritter from Northbridge. And in 6, Addison Martin from the Somerville Y.
Some swimmers still learning and perfecting their dive, but as long as they can get their bodies going out and stay somewhat shallow, that's great at this age.
Agreed, Tara. Some of us couldn't dive till we were probably 10 years old, so I sympathize here. In lane 3 there for Dunes West, 19.76 for Allie Brinkus.
Viewers at home, you'll notice that swimmers are really trying to swim through the wall and really hit that touchpad hard. You don't want to grab it up tight.
25 yards.
Heat 5. In lane 1, that's Hadley Evans from Snee Farm. 2 is Soleil Smith from Park Shore. 3 is Anna Grace Bolin from Snee Farm. 4 is Kit Henry from Bell Hall. 5, Kaylee Hall from Legend Oaks. 6 is Gabriella Trevino from Coosaw Creek.
Now in these later heats, we'll see the races get tighter and tighter, it seems.
From Legend Oaks, in lane 5, Kaylee Hall winning the heat in 18.26. That's an impressive swim. 2 heats to go. Heat 6 now. Sawyer Moody from Northbridge in 1. Willow Levine from Daniel Island in 2. Gracie McCabe from James Island in 3.
5 yards. Freestyle.
Her dad was one of my teachers in high school, actually. He's here today. In lane 4, that's Emma Smith from Ashboro. 5 is Rylan Dyer from Obcaw. 6 is Harris Kern Country Club.
Good strong kicks from these girls. Even at this young age, nice steady kicks behind them.
For the James Island swim team, in lane 3, that's Gracie McCabe.
Nice swim, ladies. Please clear the pool. Heat 7, step up.
7th and final heat now. Meet record again, 15.83. Lane 1, Lily Beth Seaver from Newington. 2 is Lila May from Daniel Island. In lane 3, that's Reeves Sidebomb from Park Shore. In lane 4, Grace Sapko
Take your mark.
from Legend Oaks. 5, Sullivan Wallace from James Island. And 8 is Harper Delaire from Newington. Oh, this one's tight. Really come down the wall. I have no idea who's going to win this race. Maybe lane 2. Yes, it's lane 2. Lila May from Daniel Island in 16.98. Just like that, we're on to the boys. 7.825 freestyle.
Step up.
Lila May. Oh yeah, I know Lila May.
We're going to try and get an interview with our race winner here. Real quick, in heat 1, that's Braden Nauer from Crowfield in lane 1, or lane 2. In lane 3, that's Trey Stubbs from Somerville Y. In lane 4, Finn Cohen from the Country Club. 5, Marcus Damon from Pine Forest.
We got Lila May here, the winner of the 7-8 Girls 25 Freestyle. Congratulations, Lila.
I had 2 warm-ups.
She had 2 warm-ups, so when in doubt, warm up twice, get yourself ready. Well, congratulations, a big win for the Flying Fish.
Yes.
Heat 2 now. The winner there was Trey Stubbs from the Somerville Y. Big time drops in that first heat. Landon Lovin from Crowfield in 1. Wade Miller from James Island in 2. Bryce Taylor from Shyamalan in 3.
25 yards.
Nathan Good from Legend Oaks in 4. Roddick Doan from Long Point in 5, and his teammate Billy Thurber in lane 6. Going back to that talk about dives, I received a text from someone who believes I was older than 10 when I learned how to dive. So it's nice to know the world remembers everything correctly. Check out Roddick Doan from Long Point in lane 5. He may be just a hand's length ahead here, but coming on is Nathan Good from Legend Oaks, and he wins it in 20.77.
Like we've been saying Legend Oaks a lot this morning. They've had a lot of heat winners or folks in the race here.
Heat 3 now.
25 yards.
Aiden Godsill from Bell Hall is in 1. Michael Snyder from Daniel Island in lane 2. Nate Gans from Dunes West in 3. Henry Vanderweel from Country Club is in 4, as we have a false start. Landon Thompson from the Coosaw Creek in 5, and Chase Davis from Somerville Y in 6. We're going to stand by for a second on this
So we mentioned this
start.
last night. At this level, you're allowed a false start. You can get back in the race. But at international, national competition,
times are going to get faster as we're only on heat 3, but the times are already getting really fast. 18-7-2, your winner there for Henry Vanderweel. Or excuse me, your winner was Landon Thompson, a drop of a second and a half.
I don't think I've seen lane 6 breathe at all yet, David.
And he won't, and he gets there in 17.84 for the win in that heat. Drop of more than 2 seconds for him. Now
training or lack of oxygen, you can get to some dangerous waters, but that swimmer looked very ready. He didn't, as coaches, David and I both help with some other teams. When they're ready, you can start to advise them, but I know I always tell my swimmers, don't breathe unless you have to, but if you need to, you take that breath. You don't want to get into some physical
very clear
dangers.
distinction there.
Yes.
Between when you have to and when you need to.
Yeah. When I used to coach David, I used to always say to the swimmers, let your body be your guide,
I don't remember you ever saying that.
You don't? I think he tuned me out.
It was a long time ago. How long ago was that, Tara?
10 years ago.
Between 9 and 10 years ago, yeah. Well, your son Jonathan is about to turn 9 in a couple months. Yeah, so that sounds about right. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Rumor has it we'll see him coming up.
Yes, that's right. Just take a word from our sponsors as we're pausing here. Cruise Subaru. Automotive safety. Subaru has more top safety pick plus models, 8 more than Honda, Toyota, Nissan, and BMW combined. See how safe you can be in a Subaru. CruiseSubaru.com and Cruise Subaru on Rivers Avenue. Low Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. With same-day appointments in 7 convenient locations, you can have fast access to award-winning orthopedic and pain management physicians. Request your appointment at lowcountry.com or call 843-797-5050. Denton Shipyard. Denton Shipyard is looking for someone like you and is currently hiring for all skilled craft trade positions. Family owned and operated for over 50 years, we offer competitive salaries, annual bonuses, excellent benefits, and on-the-job training. Apply in person or online today at Dettons.com. That's DETYENS.com.
Let's go, boys. Good kicks, Fish. Good kicks. Yeah, Thomas.
Talked earlier about some of those younger swimmers swimming in the city meet. In this next heat, Heat 5 in lane 6, is Fisher Biggers, just 6 years old, swimming for Snee Farm. Not only is he 6, but he's swimming for a really good team that's won, I think David said 27 of the last 30 CCAA championships. So let's look out for Fisher Biggers in this next heat.
Yeah, Thomas and Fisher, let's go. Let's go, Snee Farm.
All right, heat 5, 25 yard freestyle. Swimmer, step up.
But I'll let you.
25 yard freestyle. Take your mark.
Heat 5, Finn Whistler from Park Shore in 1, Thomas Broadwater from Snee Farm in 2, Lucas Mapp from James Island in 3, Baker Roddenberg from Bell Hall in 4, Liam Delaire from Newington is in 5, and Fisher Biggers from Snee Farm in lane 6. I think it's going to be Schroeder. Excuse me, Dallaire at 17.42 with winning that heat. Heat 6. Landon Taylor in lane 1 for Shadow Moss. Carson Caldwell from Hobcaw in 2. Logan Patterson from Northbridge in 3. Henry Conrud from Legend Oaks in 4. Emery Schroeder from Shyamalan in 5. And in lane 6, that's Finn Todd from Dunes West. Maybe Schroeder there. Lane 5 is looking really good right now. He'll get the win here in this heat in 17.17.
Got it.
7th and final heat now. Landon Taylor from Shadow Moss in 1. Carson Caldwell from Hobcaw in 2. That was the wrong heat. I'm going to announce the right heat this time. Jason Chalupsky from Daniel Island in 1. Wesley Hayward from Ashboro in 2. Brady Wetzel, your top seed from Shadow Moss in 3. Tabor Harmon from Northbridge in 4. Chandler Shaw from Hobcaw in 5. And Sammy Baruti from Newington in lane 6. Meet record 14.60. And it looks like Brady Wetzel's ahead of this heat right now for Shadow Moss. And 15.17, what a swim. Shaw got second in 15.64. Was third in 15.90.
Brady Wetzel from Shadow Moss. But first I want to have a word with Fisher Biggers, 6 years old, swimming at City Meet. How did that happen?
I don't know.
I think it's because you're really good. Did you work really hard this summer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you did a wonderful job, Fisher. You were hanging in there with 8-year-olds. What were you thinking about behind the block?
I was thinking that, I don't know.
Just clearing your head. Brady Wetzel. Brady, congratulations. What has Coach Brad done here, y'all, for City Meet? The Shadow Moss.
A lot of 50s on the clock.
A lot of 50s on the clock. So you got to make that time, right? What is the most fun thing you've done with Shadow Moss this summer?
Probably sharks and minnows.
Oh, I love sharks and minnows. Now, I grew up in Snee Farm. We just call it shark, but most other people call it sharks and minnows. Would you rather be the minnow or the shark?
Minnows.
I heard Coach Brad say that you got a team record. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Brady.
Thank